Hello, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of ATS Showcases, and today I'm going to be doing my first look at the brand new Volvo VNL series in American Truck Simulator. Today I'll be driving the 860, the top of the line trim, and let's go through some of the new options that come with this brand new Volvo VNL models. And this brand new Volvo does not disappoint, as there are plenty of options from the different series or models, I guess you could call it, to the downright configuration options, plenty through and through. So let's start off here with the cabin options. You have the 300, which is your day cab, your 740, which is your low roof sleeper, and then you've got your 860, which I'm driving today, which is the top of the line model, the flagship option, and it has a bunch of beautiful options as we get going through it. So let's stick on the flagship 860. Going to the chassis, there are 10 different options, from your short 4x2 for your day cab all the way up to the long 6x4. So I'm using the 6x4 long today with the Globetrotter version of the 860 there. Beautiful, beautiful configuration, may I say, at least in my opinion. Engine-wise, you can choose from the Volvo D13s, both the non-turbo and turbo versions. I'm using this one here, actually, the Volvo D13 455. Which is the turbo compound version, but you can also do the Cummins X15. Don't ignore the Cat C18 there. I forgot to remove that engine mod from the list here, but I am not using any engine mods or any engine sound manipulation at all. This is through and through just what you get with the brand new Volvo VNL, which the engine sounds, I think, sound really good. Going over to transmission, I'm using the I-Shift or L-Shift, whatever you call it, the 12-speed here, just your stock one here with the VNL. I thought, you know what, let's keep it standard. Let's see what this first look can be like using these different options, but you have your other Eaton and Allison options there if you so choose to. Interior wise, we have Fleet, Standard, Touring, and Limited. So this is the Fleet configuration here. Then if we go to Standard, you can see some of the trim pieces change there. Touring changes a bit again, and then Limited through. And I believe if I turn all the way around going through, yeah, you can really see the differences actually behind you in the cab depending on what option you're running. Of course, I'm doing Limited today. Big shock there. Paint-wise, we've got a bunch of different metallic and non-metallic options, and of course you can do your custom different colors as well. But today I am actually using this Game Changer skin, which is part of the new Volvo VNL update. So it's the VNL 25-year tribute skin. I'm using it today along with the trailer, which is just a standard dry van trailer. And on to the big ticket item, the exterior accessories. Look at all these dots. And I also like the fact that, for example, on the grille, you can choose from chrome. You can do dark gray and just standard gray as well, with the, or I should say dark gray with the exclusive little Volvo badge. Of course, I'm running chrome today, and there's a plenty of bumper options as well, depending on which you choose. There's from standard all the way up to the full-on chrome as well. Way down here at the bottom, there it is. Plenty of options through and through, plenty of different options along the side, different kind of your levels, to be honest, depending on what you're going for, whether it's more fleet or just top of the line model. I went through and tricked this thing out with all the chrome and all the bells and whistles you can think of, all the different aero. There's aero bits on the mirrors that you can choose, all the way down the side. You've got different options around here for your aero bits at the back. A ton of different options with mud flaps and different kind of series and lines of all that. Moving into your interior accessories, there's a few things. So the steering wheel, you can choose between the Volvo Premium and also the Volvo Standard, which I believe is right up at the top here. Again, your different steering wheels will vary depending on what DLCs you happen to have. On the windshield, there's actually different options. Now see, it has defrost right here. You can see these little lines that run along the side, the little heated lines. If I get rid of that and go to basic, you can't see those. Now, today I'm actually using just a basic windscreen. I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it standard. I'm not really used to having a defrost option, but that's there if you so choose to use it. Of course, you have your other interior accessories that you can kind of just the standard SES software ones, and you can change the floor mats as well. So this is the duty. You have basic, and then you also have migration as well, which is quite neat. Seat-wise, you can also choose. That's not quite the right button. There it is. You can choose from different seat options as well. There's plenty of options depending on what you're going for. And of course, you've got your rear sleeper options depending on which cabin you choose from. All in all, a very highly detailed truck indeed, and I am very happy that it is finally an American Truck Simulator. So today we are up in Glasgow and we're heading over to Sydney. Not a crazy long delivery because I want this to get out to you guys in some decent timing, but let's go ahead and get this Volvo D13 started up so you can hear it. not too bad at all. Maybe just take some time here to appreciate the absolute beauty of this VNL 860, the detail and just the overall look. I mean, I've said it with the mods when I've done the VNL and VNR mods, which are amazing mods that are on the Steam Workshop, which you can check out as well. But the overall look and styling of this generation of Volvos, top notch in my opinion, top notch. And I am just happy to finally have it in American Truck Simulator. I think a lot of us are, and I think we can all agree that it's great to have another, well, ultimately truck series, because you can still buy the old ones. I keep that in mind. They have not just reworked the VNL, for example, and not left the 2014 version. Yes, 2014 version of the Volvo VNL. That is available indeed. The sounds in this truck are also very nice, and of course I am not using any form of sound mods at all, so everything you hear is just, well, plain simple Volvo VNL, the new gen here. And of course, something I should also notice, and I don't believe I went over in the options thing just quickly, you can actually choose to have the indicator on the mirror, which I think is quite neat. So if you choose that, you can. I'm going to just kind of bully the AI here a little bit, and just kind of merge my way into traffic, because we want to get on the road here. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I certainly am. New truck release is always a happy prime moment, if you ask me. I am never going to complain about that one, but it is great to have another truck in American Truck Simulator. To be honest, I'm treating this as a brand new truck because it ultimately is. The generational leap here is quite significant, and it's great to have the VNL in ATS. Plenty of options, as I've said and gone over. It's just amazing to have the different models in it. Now, I think a lot of us, and I'm going to be kind of getting greedy already, I think a lot of us would like to have another line of Volvo trucks. Now, I know there's the VNR as well, and of course there's other ones, and well, to be honest, there's multiple other series and model series of trucks across the American Truck Simulator kind of realm of brands that would be fantastic to have into the game. And I mean, hey, that's just me getting greedy, but let's focus on this VNL here, and let's get some beautiful cinematic shots as it pulls away. Looks good indeed, besides the fact that I kept drifting across the lanes, but we're not going to worry about that one at all. Now, I think some of you will say, well, you know what, the engine sounds, you know what, some of you may like it, some of you may not. For those who may not, rest assured, I'm sure there will be many mod tweaks and sound kind of fixes for it as well, if you don't feel like you like it, or if you don't think it's as realistic. I actually think it sounds pretty good, given the fact that this is the turbo version, or turbo compound, something like that, D13. I think it sounds quite nice, and it fits the truck quite well. To be honest, the Volvo VNLs are known for their, well, highway fleet, basically model, and it's what they're designed for. They're supposed to be the efficient truck, and well, they're very popular for that as well. I see a boatload of these trucks on the road, from the 300 up to the top of the line Globetrotters. You see them all over the place. Volvo VNLs and the various series are a very, very popular series of trucks for a good reason. They're reliable, high quality, and well, they're efficient as well. Great on gas, and that's something that a lot of us do appreciate these days, especially with fuel prices. Now, some of you may be in places where fuel prices aren't necessarily affected, but I think a lot of people would agree that saving some diesel fuel is always a good thing here and there, especially for the miles and kilometers, depending on where you are, that can be put on these trucks. So it leaves us to think, well, what else is then coming for American Truck Simulator, considering this has been absolute trains all over the place here in Montana. What could be coming next in for American Truck Simulator? This was quite literally dropped out of nowhere. If I can remember correctly, SEO Software did a post saying that there'd be a stream with Volvo the following day, and it had the screenshot of this truck. I mean, literally no news out of anywhere, other than potential, talking of this, or VNL was really needing to be redone, this and that, all the kind of standard talking bits, but nothing nothing at all about the VNL actually being redone. And then all of a sudden, well, here it is. Welcome to American Truck Simulator, the next gen, or the brand new generation, I should say, of Volvo VNL. It's just great to have it here in ATS. I can't say that enough. I know a lot of you will be excited to get your hands on it. And of course, this is a free update to American Truck Simulator. I should say this. I did mention it in my Prime News, but for those who haven't seen that video, this is a free update for any owner of American Truck Simulator. So if you haven't had your game update in a while, or at least recently, I would recommend it most definitely checking and making it search for updates or turning on automatic updates, because there will be one available, and that is for this Volvo VNL. Let's use some engine braking here. Typical, just good old typical highway class engine, where the engine braking isn't necessarily the most audibly thrilling, shall we say, but no, it's definitely it's good for what it is, and I would say it's quite realistic, but it's kind of hard to say. I haven't you test the brakes. Very good brakes in this Volvo. That is good to see. Haven't really been able to listen. I will be completely transparent on that one. I haven't been able to really listen to the actual D13 turbo engines recently, at least not any of the newer ones, but I have a feeling, judging by standing outside occasionally, listening to a Volvo run, assuming that it is a D13, because I mean, I do recognize some of the engine sounds now, which is kind of a funny perk of playing ATS and doing these videos for you. I happen to pick a few things up out in real life occasionally. Feels quite realistic to me, but I know there are plenty of you that happen to watch my videos, and well, quite a few out there that just happen to know their stuff as well, that, well, have driven a Volvo of this caliber. So let me know if the engine sounds and overall sounds of the cabin and stuff like that are quite realistic or not. Hopefully they are, for the sake of, well, your enjoyment and for the realism's sake for American Truck Simulator. I have a feeling they are. SES Software has been really stepping up their game on that department, at least in my opinion. I know when you compare it to some engine mods, it's hard to say. It's a toss-up in some cases, but to be honest, I think SES Software has been stepping up their game in the engine sound realm. But once again, there will be, I am very confident that there will be sound mods coming out or I guess I should say sooner than later. That's generally how that works, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some really good sounding engine mods for the Volvo. Well, if you so choose to opt into that. Speak about engines, I'll talk about it once again. You can choose between the Volvo realm of engines, the D13, or you can also get the X15, the Cummins, kind of the old reliable of this kind of generation of trucks. Everyone seems to have it, both on the kind of the, well, Freightliners, Western Star, all those realm of trucks, which are all owned by the same company anyways, and then of course into the Volvos as well. They've all got them. It's kind of just the reliable, efficient engine that everyone seems to enjoy running and just works with every single truck apparently, but it's a great engine nonetheless, so you can choose that if you want it, but I went with the Volvo, kind of going Volvo through and through, just, you know, shaking it up a little bit. Really haven't driven a Volvo recently until now, and what a way to come back to it. What a way to come back to it indeed. Better slow down here a little bit more. As we're coming into town, I'm gonna make a right-hand turn here. I don't know, my wheel has seemed to like almost get a little heavier for some reason. I did do an update to the driver, so I may have to check some of the profiles. I don't think it would have changed in American Truck Simulator, but I think it could have changed in the Logitech G Hub, though. That is probably a good shout. I have a feeling it probably changed a little bit, and because it feels like the kind of force, well, the forces on the centering are definitely a lot more on the heavy side, but I think it's good overall. But it's making the steering a little bit more herky-jerky because it flings it back. It flings it back pretty quick. So I'll have to check my settings. I've been doing a few changes here and there, so I wouldn't be surprised if something got messed up along the way. Looks beautiful though. Truck. Oh, that was a really short cinematic. Let's try this once again. There we go. Oh, it was short-lived again. Well, let's get up the hill here. Maybe we'll give it another shot. But what I was going to say, beautiful combination here was the trailer. Trailer looks really nice. I think SC Software did a fantastic job with the paint scheme here. And of course, there are other ones as well, not just this tribute one for the VNL. Plenty of paint schemes available in different colors, of course. You can do whatever combination you want. You don't have to worry about just being locked into one thing. That's the beauty of this truck and any of the recent trucks and additions for both ATS and ATS2. Plenty of configuration. Yes, I know our customer expects the delivery soon game. Don't worry about that. I totally didn't take extra time doing the intro and stuff like that. You good old YouTuber stuff. YouTuber issues, you know, content creation kind of side effects. Sometimes you gotta make sure that the video and the setup is all there, and the game, of course, runs along. Let me just say, look at this nice river. American Truck Simulator is a great game. Great game indeed. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a little bit of game time for making sure, or in-game time, I should say, to make sure that the video turns out the way you like it and make sure everything is set up and good to go. It doesn't really matter anyways in this save. I try to be as realistic as I can, but ultimately gotta take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. It is a showcase series, not necessarily a from ground up career save. It's definitely more on the creative realm of American Truck Simulator, if you can class it as a creative mode. I kind of do. I kind of do indeed. Actually, I kind of like on the side of the trailer how they have like the almost different generational kind of progression upwards. And I guess the different revamps of the truck, I would assume, are different generations of it. Kind of looks pretty cool on the side. I like the design. Nice touch. Nice touch indeed. So I can't believe that we've got a new truck as well, or a revamp truck, whatever you want to call this VNL. I'll call it a new truck. Can't believe we've got a new truck when we've also got Oklahoma and Kansas on the horizon. Oklahoma coming first, and then Kansas to follow suit. Timeline though, Oklahoma has got to be getting close. Maybe by the time you guys are seeing this video, maybe there's been something said, and to be honest, in my luck, that's very possible. But it is great. It is absolutely great to have a new truck in ATS, and with those things on the horizon, and let alone other updates as well, and plenty of new things coming in. It's just great to see the progression of American Truck Simulator, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds. I mean, if we're getting all this great content now, who knows what the future holds there and what is possible, to be honest. Plenty of new trucks to come, I'm sure of that, and SC Software has said that there are plenty of new trucks to come. We are definitely waiting on the Kenworth and Peterbilt side. There's something brewing there, and I think a lot of us are waiting for those, and that will be definitely big news as well. But I don't want to take any light away from the VNL, because it has been in the game for a long time and definitely has needed some love, and it is great to see it now getting that love, getting that brand new version, the current generation of VNL finally in ATS. The mods are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's great to have it in base game for everyone to enjoy, because I know there are plenty of you out there that don't necessarily enjoy running with mods, and that is your personal opinion, and that is perfectly fine. I'm not trying to sound like I'm just a people pleaser here, but it is the honest truth. Some people like running mods, some people don't. For example, myself, I really only run mods from the Steam workshop, or really more official ones, for just safety reason and for the sake of everyone being able to get it easily without having to click some random links. I completely respect the security bit, and I take security and privacy very well strictly around here, and so that is something that I do not blame anyone for. But for the longest time, I didn't even run mods, mainly because I couldn't run them on the old PCs, but it's great to kind of dabble here and there with some different mods that can just help lighten things up and change the content around. Of course, I did the ATS Showcase series, which kind of, well, runs off of these different features, whether they're based in American Truck Simulator or mods. But it is great to have this new generation of truck in American Truck Simulator base game, so then anyone who owns the game can drive it. No performance kind of question marks based on the mods and stuff like that, even though they're quite well. To be honest, I've never really had many issues with performance issues based on mods. I know there are some that do, but luckily I guess the truck mods that I've driven are high enough quality to make sure there's no train. Oh, there is a train right there. I got a little scared there for a second. There's a train there, but they were just working on it, so I guess we don't have to be too concerned. For the longest time, I was, never really had any desire to run mods, but I'm happy to do some here and there. And I guess I do use the engine mod quite a bit on some of them, but it's really just to supplement the trucks that don't have some of the new sound sets to them. That's, to be honest, what my motivation there. But let's go ahead and pull into our delivery zone here, or I guess the lot or factory, whatever it is. Swing it out and around. Let's see where we have to park this thing. We got to make another right-hand turn in here. And we got to head somewhere over here. We'll see where we end up. Now, come up and around this way. And we're going to be parking somewhere over there. Not quite sure where exactly, to be honest. I guess we'll figure that one out. So we got to come up and around, I guess. Swing up and around here. Go around the building by the looks of it. Hopefully I don't have to, hopefully there's enough room to reverse in, or if I have to. It looks like it is a reverse in, but there's plenty of space. Oh, beautiful. I love it when there's plenty of room in the lot. Makes it so much easier. We're going to swing it around actually this way because I want to try and avoid. Try not to... Oh! There is, I guess, perimeter alert? I know there's technology in these trucks, but that is going nuts. Okay, cool. Well, it's got perimeter alert, which is good. I probably need that more than anyone. That's actually cool. I won't take that any. It's either that or that's the emergency braking, or a bit of both. But to be honest, that seems a bit more perimeter based, considering it was just warning me of getting close. I'll take it. Don't want to scratch up this beautiful truck indeed. We'll go on this nice sunny side, and let's go ahead and shut off the truck. Ooh, the little bit of a turbo spin down there is quite neat indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching. What a beautiful truck. Fantastic indeed. Highly recommend checking it out. It's going to be in your game anyways if you own ATS, but I'd highly recommend checking out this brand new Volvo VNL. No matter what series or what I guess I should say model you want to go for, whether it's the more bottom end of the line or all the way up to the top like I'm driving today, these Volvo VNLs are truly incredible through and through. I'm not just trying to say that. I honestly do believe, I guess I'm being a bit of a fanboy here. I think these VNLs are fantastic, highly detailed, and I mean, it sounds and looks very good indeed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.